When I started Garage Gym Reviews over 10 years ago, the gym equipment that was considered premium is the budget stuff today. So we started Budget Gym Co-op to help you build a home gym as cheaply as possible while maximizing functionality. Welcome to Budget Gym Co-op. This is the best budget gym equipment video. Let's do it. Welcome to the Budget Gym Co-op. I'm Coop from the Co-op. This is where we review and help you build the best home gym on a budget. You guys are constantly asking for reviews on budget equipment. This entire channel is dedicated to both setups. We've done a few home gym walkthroughs already. We've got a ton of reviews, specifically tier list, best of, comparisons, you name it, baby. We're here to help you save money because in this economy, we all need to. So if you like that sort of thing, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button if you like this kind of content, help me know what you like, and let me know in the comments what reviews you'd like to see. I will say, on this list, which is the best budget home gym equipment from the past year, many of these items I want to do individual reviews on. So if there's any of these specifically that you'd like to see in-depth reviews and comparison, let me know in the comments, and we'll get to it. But much like our review list on Garage Gym Reviews, this list is focused on similar categories, but more oriented towards function, versatility, and lower overall prices. Honestly, for a home gym, a lot of the stuff we recommend, you can get away with much cheaper options because it's just you using it. And I'm gonna start with the rack category. For a budget home gym, really a lot of the things you're gonna stick to are going to be more essentials, and the rack is the most essential for most people because most of your training will take place in and around it along with the attachments. Many of these items also that I'm gonna mention are probably ones that you've never even seen or heard of, some of them, but they just don't get as much love, and I think they should. That's why I started the channel. So the best budget squat rack I've got is the Fitness Reality Rack, and this is not the original Fitness Reality Rack. This is a new guy. They came out with a new Fitness Reality Rack that's only $100 more, but includes an integrated lat pull down low row. Features a lot of the same stuff as the previous version, but now has flip down safeties, and it's $400 with free shipping. I've actually seen it less than that too. That's actually cheaper when you factor in the total cost of adding on a lat pull down attachment on their cheaper Fitness Reality Rack. So I think it's an overall better rack, and it's only slightly more and has more features built in. I don't know how long they're gonna have this at that price. Honestly, there's a lot of stuff in this list. It's like, man, I don't know if this is gonna keep at that price. Maybe they're selling through old stock. Once the tariffs hit, they may go up. But for now, this is what we're dealing with. So then, best rack functional trainer. I actually have the Bells of Steel all-in-one trainer. This is one that I had listed on our more expensive list over on Garage Gym Reviews that's focused on most innovative, but they sell a budget-ended plate-loaded option that I think is more in line with the cost for more people. I freaking love that rack. If you're willing to spend a little bit more, that one, and you could probably upgrade over time if you really wanted to, where you could get a stack version without upgrading the whole thing. That rack with the attachments, without the attachments being crazy expensive, I think that's a good budget, like mid-tier option. It's a little bit more expensive than those are on ultra budget, but it's very well done. Let's move on to Pulley Towers, much like the one you see in the back here. I think the best budget option that's currently available is the ER King wall mount pulley tower. Very similar, if not the same thing as you see from Bells of Steel, from Titan Fitness, from Valor Fitness. There's a ton of options that are like this. GetRx has them too. They're all pretty much the same. There's some slight differences. The reason I like the ER King is because it's the cheapest and has pretty much all the same stuff. It doesn't have the aluminum pulleys like you would find from Bells of Steel, but because you're not having aluminum pulleys, you're getting it for less money. And one of the things I like about the ER King is it has a flip-up low row plate that you can use for low rows. Plate load, so you get really heavy and you get one-to-one resistance when you tie the two pulleys together. That one for $250 or so with free shipping, I mean, you're not gonna be able to beat that. If you're on a budget, this one, I think they killed it with the price. They removed some of the whole options on the upright, which probably is a big deal for most people. If you really want a nice functional trainer, you can get two of them, put them side by side. It's a great option, and the price is just money. Then multi-use cable attachment. I know when Cleva Build and Rep Fitness and Rogue Fitness came out with their cable attachments, it was all about those two versus each other, but an attachment that got lost in the mix that's very similar to those, does a lot of the same stuff, and it's been around a lot longer, and I think is budget oriented, is the Iron Master Ultimate Row handle. This handle gets slept on like everything from Iron Master. Their stuff is just, if you have Iron Master stuff, you love it. And it's because it's well engineered, it's well made. This is a perfect example, and it's not crazy priced. It does pretty much everything a lat pull down handle would do. Also a neutral grip handle at different increments, very quickly adjustable, pretty much every angle, and can be used on both a cable, but also can attach to a barbell for landmine movements. It does pretty much a lot of the same stuff that the Rogue version does, and also that the Cleva times Rep version does as well. There may be some quality of life improvements with the quality on some of those options, but overall for the price, I mean, this thing is incredibly well done. So I think it's the best budget multi-use cable attachment currently available. Now also, I do want to call out, if you are looking for other cable attachments, the ones I really like are from Hulk Fit. They're basically a cheaper mag grip. They have the neutral grip paddle option, similar to the Prime versions as well, but they're cheaper. They work very well. I have 3 of them in my garage. I use constantly. There's other companies that have them too. They are knockoffs, so if you want to support the original creator, go with mag grips. But if you're on a budget, it's an option. Moving up the chain of essentials, you're gonna need a bench. Now, you can go with a flat bench. If you're just wanting the cheapest possible bench, go with something like an Amazon Basics bench or an Adidas bench or a Marcy bench. They're all pretty similar. If you want to go up from there, something like Reps flat bench is a very good price. Other companies have them too, but really what you want is an adjustable bench because it can do the same things a flat bench can do, but a lot more. I suggest spending a little bit more to get an adjustable bench. Now, I've got 2 here that are some of my favorites. One is the Iron Master, not the Pro version, just the original Iron Master Super Bench version 1. It's $100 less. The attachments are less than the Pro version. It's not as good as the Pro version. It's a little bit taller than the Pro version, but does a lot of the same stuff that the Pro version does. And it's not crazy expensive. It's $400. Having a bench that you can use for a variety of movements, trust me, you'll be happy you spent more on it. But if you're on a little bit lower budget, one I would look to, more of a runner-up, is the Kepi Bench 3000. I think is a good value because not only does it have a 1,200 pound rating, supposedly, I wouldn't put 1,200 pounds on it, but it also has a preacher curl attachment built in, as well as a leg extension and leg curl attachment right there for you. And it's $300 with free shipping. So I think if you're more on a budget, that's one to look at. If you want to go, like, another option, if you want to go a little bit higher, is like the Rep Nighthawk, which is going to be more expensive, and I think is a little bit out of the realm of most people's budgets that are looking to just save money on a home gym and are just looking for functionality. But the Nighthawk is well done too. Then when you're laying on your bench, you're going to need some dumbbells. Adjustable dumbbells, as much as I love the Rep times Pep and Fast series, it's not worth the cost if you're on a budget. Even the 85 pounders are over $1,000 now. It's like, gosh dang, it's insane. So if you're on a budget, I've got 2 options. And one is just a general recommendation, and the other one is if you like to lift heavy. The first one is the Core Home Fitness adjustable dumbbells. These are an option that are not super heavy. They go from 5 pounds, which is really nice start weight, all the way up to 50 pounds in 5-pound increments. They do it the same way Nuabell does, a very quick wrist rotation. The durability is okay. They've got a cradle. They're $360 with free shipping. So, like, for a pair. So I think that's a great option for most people to start with. And then if you want to upgrade to something heavier, still on a budget, which aren't that much more expensive, actually per pound, they maybe even be cheaper, are the Eisenlinks. Eisenlinks are similar to an Iron Master, but are cheaper. Extremely durable, decent knurl, but go very heavy. For an 80-pound pair, $530 with free shipping. For the pair, that's 160 pounds of weight, baby. Shipping that across the country, their margins have to be as thin as my buddy's Moto Razr phone in middle school that I never freaking got. I think I had a Nokia Source, not in middle school, probably high school. And if you got the dumbbells, you're gonna wanna stand. Now, I think a good universal V stand that can accept a lot of dumbbells, including power blocks, because it's got platforms, without spending a lot of extra money, is gonna be your Yes for All V stand. Yes for All. You can buy it on Amazon. Again, all the links for this are in the links below the like button. And just a reminder, any of these that you want to see full reviews on, let me know in the comments. But this stand is very similar like PowerBlock's V-stand, but cheaper, similar to other V-stands that are out there, but accepts other dumbbells. So you could put your Core Home Fitness dumbbells on here, you could put your Eisenlinks on here, and it's pretty cheap. So this is the one I'd recommend if you're on a budget. Then the bars. For a budget gym, you're gonna want some bars. The way you're gonna get variety of training is gonna be likely through specialty bars. Machines take up more space and they cost more money. So for a barbell specifically, I used to recommend the Fringe Sport Wonder Bar. Their prices have gone up quite a bit on that one with the tariffs. A company that still hasn't raised their prices, which may, after this video, who knows, that happens. But Synergy. Synergy has their regional bar. It's a 28 millimeter bar. They do have a Rhino Power Bar, which is a little bit more expensive, but still a good bar if you want a 29 millimeter with a higher tensile strength. But the regionals bar for most home gym owners, I think is going to be great. The knurl is good. The spin is good. It's got a 1,500 pound rating, whatever freak that means. Don't listen to those ratings. It's got good tensile strength steel. It's going to last, and it's going to work for just about any type of training. And they've got different coating options. It's cheap, $200. And so if you want to spend more than that, barbell is one where you're going to use it a lot. It's going to last a long time. You can get a Rogue bar for not much more, and a lot of times that's what I recommend. But if you're just like on an uber budget, that's what I'd look at. Then the specialty bar for most budget gyms that I'm going to recommend for home gyms next is going to be some type of trap bar, a hex bar. There's just a lot of variety you can do with it. Also, it just feels so much better for deadlifts, and you're going to want to deadlift. You can start with a higher angle. You can also sit more upright, so it hits more of the quads. I think most people with lower back issues feel better using it. The one I'd recommend, though, on a budget is the Body Solid OTB 100 Trap Bar. $200. Open-ended trap bar with a jack. It's the king of the budget market, in my opinion, for hex bars, especially the open-ended ones. And then if you're looking for a curl bar, I actually think that the best budget easy curl bar is the Synergy Super Curl Bar. The reason I'd recommend that one over their other one that's a little bit cheaper is the angles on the easy curl bar are more aggressive. When you're trying to use a curl bar, you want it to feel different than a straight bar. And the ones with the little waves, it's not that much different. Whereas you can get more variety out of the ones with the aggressive bends. It costs more to bend. It also tastes more steel. It'll last a long time. That's a good curl bar. Then for clamps, you want to get some clamps. You can just use spring clamps if you want, but if you're dropping and you want some like nicer clamps, go with Clout Fitness clamps on Amazon. They're $20. They're not the best. They're not going to last forever, but they're $20. And they got a patent on the design. They hold well. They look good. They've got different colors, and they're really cheap. They work. Now to some machines. So if you're on a budget and you want to have a commercial gym experience, I think you can still do it. And I will say, we got quite a few reviews that we've already shot on budgeted equipment coming out. I'm telling you, some of the budget machines actually feel better with the strength curves than many commercial machines. It's like how they're getting it, but commercial companies aren't, blows my mind. But here's a few. Best leg press, the Mikolo Leg Sled Hack and Leg Press. The reason I recommend that one, it's a cheaper version, and quite a bit cheaper actually, than the Force USA Hack Squat Leg Press Sled that I recommended and gave an award to on Garage Gym Reviews. It looks very similar, but it's nearly half the cost. It's not just like a typical leg sled. It actually has the yoke so you can do hack squats. Then belt squat, the Fringe Sport Mammoth Belt Squat. Again, Fringe Sport raised their price on all this stuff. It used to be $200. It's now $300, but it's still a really good belt squat that you can also use for rows and things like that. But if you want a cheaper version, we've reviewed the Revolt in the past. Well, they made an updated version that takes some inspo, as I like to say, from Fringe Sport. Very similar design, and it's $100 less, $200. So those are both options. Then leg extension, leg curl. We have quite a few combos reviews coming forward. Subscribe if you'd like to see those. But I think the one, I go back and forth on this. The one that I think is the best right now is the RitFit PLC-01. It's got the aluminum cams, aluminum pulleys. The strength curve is really well done. There are some things about the Lion's Cool that I prefer. I think there just needs to be a blending of the benefits of both into one, which I think somebody could do, and that would be the best. But right now, I think RitFit may be better. Plate-loaded lat raise, that one's going to be GMWD. They make a lateral raise chest fly, very similar to a multi-flight from Panada, but it's plate-loaded. You could attach other resistance methods to it if you want, like digital resistance, if you really wanted to, but it's cheap and it does all the same stuff. And if it's just you, it's going to last. That would be my option. Then press machine, same, GMWD, but I'm going to go with the 3-in-1 press machine version 7. Dang. I need to work on my finger guns. Version 7. They have an adjustable trolley in the back that goes to different angles. If you're on ultra budget, their cheaper version is great, but this one can do shoulder press as well and incline. It's nice. And then lastly, we have some cardio, body weight, and kind of some weight plates mixed in there too. For gymnastics rings, I do think for a budget gym, you should have gymnastics rings. There's so much you can do with them. This one's going to surprise you. The best budget gymnastics rings and also some of the cheapest on the market that are also wood are Reps. Reps gymnastics rings are $35, which that's cheaper than Titan Fitness. That's cheaper than most you'll find on Amazon. Free shipping, $35. I don't know if they just bought too many and they have a cheap price, but they have a 7.5 foot strap or a longer 10 foot strap and $35. Then best Nordic curl, I'm going to go with the Nordstick. Nordstick 3.0 Pro is like $40. Free shipping, goes under a doorway, and suddenly you can do Nordic curls all the day long. Get a little pad for your knees. You don't need a full setup. Takes up no space. You can travel with it. Works great. It's super cheap. It's a great option for people that just need to get started on Nordic curls. And because it attaches to a doorway, you could also attach bands to a door to help you with assisting. Then weight sled. This one's going to surprise you because this one's actually from Rogue. I think Rogue's ductile iron cast pack sled that doubles as both a ruck plate and can also be used as basically an indestructible sled with a strap for $125 is a killer deal. Like basically that innovation with their manufacturing power, like you can't beat that. I love the design of it. I love that it packs up. I love that it has the weight horn. You can use it for sled drags. You can ruck it out. That's the option. I mean, they killed it with that. I think that one for home gym owners, that's the winner in the sled category. Both for budget and also just regular too. For weight plates, if you're looking for weight plates, the ones I'm liking right now for price-wise are the homegrown lifting plates. They make them in the U.S., in Kentucky, of used rubber. They have both thin ones and big guys, varying prices. They also sell factory seconds if you're on an ultra budget, and they're going to weigh very similar. They're just going to not look as good, but if you're on a budget, that's a good option. Okay, and then lastly, digital resistance. If you're looking at the Voltras of the world and you're like, I want a Voltra, or you want a Speediant, or you want a Vitruvian, a budget option right now is the Shogun Flex. Goes up to 44 pounds. You can connect multiple of them. They're not cheap, like they're $270 or so a piece. You buy multiple, you can get them cheaper. But if you're one digital resistance and you're on a budget, that's an option that you can look into. I just think for most budget owners, you should just wait and not buy digital resistance until it gets much cheaper. Okay. Woo! There is my budget fitness most wanted list for this year on Budget Gym Co-op. Is there stuff that you think we should add? Is there anything you think I missed? Do you want to see any reviews on anything I listed? Let me know in the comments. And again, you support us by subscribing. So subscribe. It would help us out a lot. I've got a lot of cool videos forthcoming. This has been Coop from the Co-op. I'll see you next time. Adios.